Hello everyone and welcome back to the farm. Now we're going to talk about how to hang your deluxe hammock. First off, before we get started, if you tried one of these hammocks out, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. When you get your hammock, you're going to get the bag and the straps are going to be already installed. I did this on purpose so you would know how the cinch buckle works. Here's the bag you're going to get it in. Your straps will be inside the bag, of course. And so first thing you're going to do when you start looking for your hammock spot is go to the cinch buckle and take the end out. Okay, so now we're going to talk about what to look for when you're setting up your hammock. Number one thing you want to look for is you don't want to hang over anything sharp or pointy to where if the hammock falls you're going to get hurt. And so what we're going to look for is a nice spot, maybe some grass, some sand, something like that. So if something happens and the hammock falls, you're going to be fine. And so what you want to look for, I don't know if you can see, there's a tree right there, those trees are about 15 or 16 feet apart. With this hammock, it's 11.5-foot hammock at least, and so you're going to need some good distance between the trees, or else if not, you're not going to be able to get the hammock high enough to set in. So we're going to go to this tree right here and we're going to set our straps. And I'm 5'7", so that's a little short, so I normally have to put mine up pretty high, higher than I can reach. And so what I do is I take the loop in, this is then with the loop, and I kind of throw it a little bit to get it over to the other side. And what you're going to do is go all the way to the end and take, I don't know if you guys can see this, take the free end, put it through the loop, and just tighten up the loop. Let this strap hang where you want it to. For me, it's I know the height of mine for this distance is a little bit out of my arm's reach, but you're just gonna have to figure it out for you. And another trick you can use on the distance, because I know you all don't have tape measures in your pocket or backpack, is you can look at your paces. Like for me, I know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paces, about six or seven paces for me is a good distance between trees. So figure out what your pace is and figure out what your number is, and then you always have the right distance between the trees that you're going to hang from. Now we have our one strap hung, and we're going to hang our other strap on this tree. Full disclosure, I've hung many hammocks here, and I know this spot is going to work well. So we go to our buckle, and we're going to get our other strap out and just undo it with the loop in, and we're going to go a little bit out of my arm's reach, stand on my tippy toes, and again take the end without the loop, put it through the loop, and cinch it up. So it'll look about like that when you get done. Right now, you're gonna get your bag, and you don't really want your hammock on the ground, so that's why you got the double-ended stuff sack, so both ends are poking out. So what you do is you take your buckle, this is the buckle, and you take the free end, make sure it's not all twisted up. And this is how the buckle is going to work. You're going to take the free end, you take the buckle piece, push it all the way down, take the free end, put it in the hole, put it down, push the buckle up a little bit, and then bring the free end back through there so you can start where you're going to tighten. Alright. And so question is going to be, how do you know if this works? How you know it works is just test it on each end before to make sure it's going to hold some pressure. So you take it, and as you can see, the free end right here, the free end is on top of the buckle, that end is looping around, and so I'm going to pull on it a little bit, and I can tell that's pretty tight. I'm going to be able to put my weight on that. And how you tell if it's not in there right, hold on, I'll put it in there wrong. Now I purposely have it in there wrong and it just comes on out. You can't put any pressure on it, and you're going to know that. So just make sure you check it. That's why I purposely put them in the bag with them the right way, so you'll be able to know before you undo it to hang it on the first tree. So now, got the hammock on there. The hammock's already coming out of the bag, but just make sure you don't get it on the ground too much. You don't want to get anything in there, or don't want to scratch it or scrape it or anything on the ground. So you pull the hammock out, get your other buckle in your hand. Hammock's just going to come out. There's the Smiling Ridgeline organizer. Hammock is just going to come out. You can leave the stuff sack on the hammock, that's fine. That's how I normally do it. And on the other end, you're going to repeat the same process. You're going to hopefully be able to grab the strap, and then you're going to take it. You're going to take the strap and put it through the big, move the buckle to the end doesn't have am steel on it. Take the free end, put it through the hole, move the buckle back, put the free end back to where the free end is on top of the buckle. I'm going to show you guys that so you can get it figured out. So it looks like that. See the free end? That's the end going to the tree. That's the free end right under it, but it's on top of the buckle. And so you just pull under it so you get it tight, get it tightened up. And there's this Mountain Ridgeline organizer everybody loves. All right, so we're going to talk about the continuous ridgeline. Continuous ridgeline helps you set the sag, but there's one little important check to see if your continuous ridgeline is too tight. And the generic rule of thumb is you want it kind of taut like this, but you don't want a guitar string tight. So when you go and look at it, you look at my thumb and index finger, you want to be able to do that a little bit with it, just to make sure it's not too tight. And there's a ridgeline organizer. Okay, so we're going to talk about getting in the hammock. Before you get in the hammock, you want to take all your keys, knives, pointy sticks, whatever you have, and put them in the Smiling Ridgeline organizer. He likes it, makes him smile even bigger when you put that stuff in there. So that's what I'm doing. In my phone, my keys, my wallet, everything. You can put your snacks in there, whatever you want to put in there. And so now we're going to talk about actually getting in the hammock. And so the first time you get in there, be kind of careful. Don't just jump in there. So you take it, push it out a little bit, and then you sit down in it. And make sure you got your buckles adjusted right. And I'm in the sun a little bit. Let me get on the other side. And you're right here. And as you can tell, for me, I like the hammock set up to where I can put my shoes on really easily. You can set it or higher or lower if you want. Just make sure your continuous ridgeline is not too tight. But for me, I like it to where I can put my shoes on. And so it's about setting position when I'm sitting in it. And when you want to get in the hammock, of course, I'm a shoes off person, so I'm going to take my shoes off. And get in the hammock. Find that sweet spot. This is about the sweet spot for me. And then it's important to know when you're in the hammock, you got your organizer up there, and one end will be sewn shut like we talked about. The other end you can reach your hand in and get your stuff, or you can reach over on the side and got all your sharp and pointy things. You want to look at your phone or your book or whatever you want. The other cool thing about the Ridgeline is you can hang stuff up here. They have little hooks. You can put your iPhone, you can watch some Netflix in your yard, you can put your headlamp up here, anything you want to put up there. I have put my flashlight up there. I use it to hang like socks and shirts when I'm camping if they're wet to dry out. But this is the Deluxe Netless Hammock, and this is how to hang it. I hope you like it, and if you bought one for me, again, thanks for trying me out. Thanks, guys.